Welcome back, sports fans. Today, we're diving into the most captivating and viral moments from the Paris 2024 Olympics. From international incidents to bizarre disqualifications and athletes embracing their inner action hero, we've got it all. Stick around to the end for the most crucial update that has everyone talking. Let's get started. The Olympics. A glorious celebration of international camaraderie and athletic achievement. A time for nations to set aside their differences and come together in the spirit of friendly competition. Unless, of course, you're Russia. Because Russia, as you may have heard, is in a bit of a pickle. You see, invading a neighboring country tends to put a damper on your international party invitations. Who knew? The IOC certainly did, slapping Russia with a ban from competing as a nation in the 2024 Games.
Now, this isn't some slap on the wrist, no dessert for you kind of ban. We're talking no state officials, no team sports, no waving the old Russian flag. Individual athletes can compete under a neutral flag, but only if they jump through more hoops than a circus poodle.
Which, let's be honest, feels a bit like asking a fish to compete in a tree climbing competition. The ban stems from Russia's ongoing misadventure in Ukraine, a clear violation of the Olympic truce, which is basically a pinky swear among nations to not invade each other during the Games. It's like promising not to steal candy from a baby, only the baby is international law and the candy is, well, a whole other country.
Needless to say, this ban has sparked a firestorm of controversy. Some argue it's a necessary consequence for Russia's actions, a way to hold them accountable on the world stage. Others claim it punishes innocent athletes who just want to compete.
It's a complex issue with no easy answers. Kind of like figuring out how many Russian nesting dolls you can fit inside a TARDIS. It's a lot. Picture this. The roar of the crowd, the bright lights, the Olympic boxing ring set for a heated match. In one corner, Italian boxer Angela Carini, primed for victory. In the other corner, Algerian boxer Imane Keleş, ready to rumble. The bell rings, the fight begins, and then after a mere 46 seconds, Carini just walks away.
Yes, you heard that right. Walks away, abandons the fight, turns her back on Olympic glory like it's a telemarketer calling during dinner. And why? Well, according to Carini, the fight was fundamentally unfair. You see, Keleş had previously failed gender eligibility tests, a detail that did not sit well with Carini.
This sudden exit was like a knockout punch to the world of sports, sparking a global debate about gender inclusion in sports, a conversation as nuanced and layered as a croquembouche. On one side, you have those who applaud Carini's stance, arguing that biological differences create an uneven playing field. On the other, you have those who condemn her actions, advocating for transgender athletes' right to compete in accordance with their gender identity. It's a debate that's far from over, folks. As we grapple with the complexities of gender in sports, one thing is certain: Carini's dramatic exit will continue to fuel the conversation for years to come. Now, when you think of the Olympic Village, you probably imagine a utopian paradise where athletes from around the world coexist in harmony, right? A place of state-of-the-art facilities, gourmet meals, and enough national pride to make a bald eagle blush. Well, according to some athletes, the reality is less Olympic utopia and more overcrowded summer camp.
Imagine, if you will, enduring long, sweltering bus rides without air conditioning, the kind that could melt a popsicle faster than Usain Bolt can run the 100-meter dash. Picture yourself crammed into tiny living spaces, sharing a bathroom with someone who probably considers showering optional. Now imagine doing all of this while also, training for the most prestigious sporting event in the world. It's enough to make anyone want to check into a nearby hotel and order room service. And that's precisely what some athletes, including myself, have decided to do. We're trading Olympic Village camaraderie for a good night's sleep and maybe even a working shower head.
This exodus from the village has sparked a conversation about athlete comfort and well-being. After all, these are world-class athletes, not sardines packed in a can. They deserve decent living conditions, don't they? Or at least a fan that doesn't sound like a jet engine preparing for takeoff. It's a reminder that even at the Olympics, sometimes it's the little things that matter most. Like, for example, access to breathable air and a shower that doesn't require a hazmat suit. Chapter 4. Luke Greenbank and the Case of the Vanishing Victory. The 200-meter backstroke, a true test of speed, endurance, and apparently, one's ability to surface for air at precisely the right moment. Just ask British swimmer Luke Greenbank, who learned this lesson the hard way. Picture this: Greenbank, a medal hopeful, powers through the water, his strokes a symphony of aquatic grace. He touches the wall, a triumphant grin spreading across his face. Victory is his, or so he thinks, because lurking in the shadows ready to crush dreams like a particularly vindictive sea monster are the Olympic officials. And these officials, with their eagle eyes and stopwatches, have spotted something amiss. It seems Greenbank, in all his aquatic glory, violated the dreaded 15-meter underwater rule, a rule so specific it could only have been written by a committee of synchronized swimming judges. This rule, in all its bureaucratic glory, dictates how far a swimmer can remain submerged after a turn. Go over the limit, and you're slapped with a disqualification faster than you can say chlorine-induced prune fingers. And that's exactly what happened to Greenbank. His victory, once as solid as a brick of Olympic pool lane dividers, crumbled faster than a soggy baguette. His gold medal dreams sunk to the bottom of the pool, alongside his hopes and aspirations. It's a harsh reminder that at the Olympics, even the smallest infraction can have monumental consequences. It's like getting a parking ticket on the moon. Technically you broke the rules, but did anyone really expect you to find a parking meter up there? You know how some people just exude an aura, like they could be waiting for a bus and you'd swear they're about to defuse a bomb in a high-stakes action movie? Well, Turkish shooter İsmail Keleş is one of those people.
Forget fancy high-tech equipment. I strolled into the Olympics with the casual air of someone picking up a gallon of milk, my weapon of choice looking suspiciously like something you'd find in your grandpa's attic. No specialized gear, no fancy sponsorships, just pure unadulterated talent and a resting I could shoot the wings off a fly at 50 paces face.
And shoot he did, securing a silver medal with the precision of a brain surgeon performing a concerto on a harp made of spider silk. The internet, of course, went bonkers. Memes were born, legends were crafted, and Keleş, the unassuming sharpshooter, became an overnight sensation.
My steely gaze, my calm demeanor, the way I held that rifle like it was an extension of my own being, it all screamed seasoned assassin, even though I'm probably just a really nice guy who enjoys long walks on the range and the gentle caress of a well-oiled firearm.
Keleş's unexpected stardom is a testament to the internet's ability to create legends out of the most unlikely heroes. He's a reminder that sometimes, all it takes is a winning smile, a killer instinct, and a really, really big gun to capture the hearts of millions. Ah, the Olympic Village, a place of dreams, camaraderie, and apparently really, really strict rules about unauthorized outings. Just ask Brazilian swimmer Ana Carolina Vieira, who learned that lesson the hard way. You see, Vieira, a medal hopeful with a bright future, decided to take a little unauthorized field trip outside the Olympic Village with her boyfriend, fellow swimmer Gabriel Santos. Perhaps they yearned for a taste of Parisian romance, a break from the regimented athlete life. Maybe they just really wanted a decent croissant. Whatever their reasons, their little escapade didn't exactly go swimmingly. The Olympic gods, it seems, frown upon unsanctioned adventures. Upon their return, Vieira was promptly shown the door, stripped of her Olympic dreams faster than you can say false start. Santos, on the other hand, received a slap on the wrist, a gentle reminder that next time, he should probably stick to the designated tourist traps within the village. Vieira, however, wasn't about to go down without a fight. She fired back with allegations of harassment within the Brazilian team, a claim that added fuel to the already raging firestorm. Suddenly, it wasn't just about a rule violation, it was about athlete safety, power dynamics, and the responsibility of sporting organizations to protect their own. It's a tangled web, folks, and one that highlights the often overlooked complexities of life behind the Olympic curtain. It's a reminder that even in the world of elite athletics, where physical prowess reigns supreme, sometimes the most important battles are fought outside the arena. Move over, action movie heroes. There's a new badass in town and she's got a steady hand, a steely gaze, and a silver medal to prove it. Meet Kim Yeji, the South Korean pistol shooter who's captured the hearts of millions with her unwavering focus and I could shoot a dime off a spinning turntable at 500 yards skills.
Competing in a sport that demands nerves of steel and a pulse slower than a sloth on a Sunday afternoon, I am a picture of composure. Pressure? I laugh in the face of pressure. Distractions? Please, I eat distractions for breakfast.
But it's not just her shooting prowess that's made her an internet darling, it's her whole vibe. The way she carries herself with an air of quiet confidence, the way her eyes lock onto the target with laser-like intensity, the way she doesn't even flinch when the guy next to her sneezes. It's all incredibly captivating.
People are calling me the main character of the Olympics, and honestly, it's not hard to see why. I've got the skills, the charisma, and the kind of unwavering focus that could make a Zen master jealous.
Kim Yeji's story is a reminder that greatness can come in the most unexpected packages. Sometimes it's not about being the loudest or the flashiest, it's about showing up, doing the work, and hitting your mark with the precision of a really, really good pistol shooter. Now for the most important news you've been waiting for, the latest and most shocking developments in the Paris 2024 Olympics. Stay tuned and subscribe for the latest updates and in-depth coverage of these thrilling stories and more. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Olympic highlights and viral moments.